Hey guys, would you like to buy some Origins of Olympus merch? You can buy it now. I spent a bit more money on it! Look at it! Look at it! I think this is by far the best poster to have ever come onto my merch store. If you want to buy it, there's a link in the description. You can go to there now and you can get your own, as well as a sticker if you want that. It's cheaper. It looks cool still. Do it! Before the video starts, I would like to ask that you guys subscribe to my channel, turn on the bell for notifications, leave a comment down below, and like the video. I would heavily appreciate it. Hope you enjoy. The content within this video is not suitable for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
I know the time does not stand still. Can't see the world when it's spinning, spinning. Try to pin me down, you don't have a clue. Wouldn't understand if I showed you, showed you. Stop forsaking everything that I've done. Won't be breaking easily now. So tell me straight up. I don't want it, no other way, no other way, other way. No other way, other way. So watch me
How did you get here?
Well, I just, you told me where you were going, so I just kind of followed after you.
Yes, I did, but I didn't expect you to follow right through. I thought you were going to teach the child how to cook.
I immediately tried, and he immediately made a mess and almost set fire to the whole damn kitchen. So
It's been less than a minute since I've left. Are you kidding me?
I'm quite aware. I'm very aware of how long it's been.
Whatever. That's fine. Feel free to join me.
Alright, I've sent the ghosts to help clean.
Oh, how pleasant.
Nos is hiding somewhere in fear you're going to yell at him when you return.
No, trust me, I will be.
Okay, as long as you don't try to take a year off his life, it'd be fine.
I only do that with people I find worthy to lose that pot.
Of course, I didn't mean to anger you.
This place looks ginormous, though.
Yes, it does.
And I believe that's Impu's over there.
Oh.
How quaint.
That's nice.
Understood.
Meet them outside.
What's this?
Gosh, Moss is here. I'm just gonna sit down over here. Yes. No.
Don't tell me. Kaiba's in there.
Yes, he's still waiting for you.
Yes.
Excellent. I could hear him through the doors. Ah, magic. Such a wonderful system.
Maybe I should sit over here.
Kaiba.
My. Well, Moss. Welcome to my palace. How unexpected. Late night.
Interesting design.
Why, thank you.
Wouldn't mind if I were to approach, would you?
Oh, of course not.
Excellent. It's quite late to be sitting on your throne, don't you think?
Sometimes I just like to sit here before I go to bed. Yes.
Yes, and which people do you rule over, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, the people in Egypt, of course, in my territory.
How quaint. Quaint indeed. I simply was wishing to come here to check up on you, Kaiba. See this wonderful palace for myself. This
Oh?
pyramid. Interesting design, but it's rather empty, isn't it?
Well, you know, I do throw my soirees here a lot of time, so it is overdueling, changing quite often.
No, that I believe. How has it been?
Oh,
Since
it's
last
been
night.
very busy. People have been coming and going, that's for sure.
Ah. I'm terribly sorry if I'm adding to the stress of that.
Oh, no, of course not, Morse. You're welcome anytime, I told you.
Enough.
Would you like some tea?
I think I'd prefer a potch, yes.
Thelma, Mary,
Yes.
grab some tea, please.
Right away, your grace.
3 cups, would you?
Yes.
Shall we?
After you.
Oh, thank you. So, you've come to visit. Is there anything in particular you would like to talk about?
Well, seeing as our little relationship of ours seems to be growing at a steady pace, perhaps we should just get to talking in general.
Of course. Get to know each other, of course.
Yes, yes. How's your family?
Oh, my family's fine. My mother's doing godly stuff somewhere.
Yes, that seems to be
As
the norm
always.
with parents.
Yes, quite indeed.
I found it rather funny that Mitchell has to take over Atlantis. Perhaps his parents
Ugh.
just having parties somewhere else.
I was just telling Ashara about this. Oh, quaint. It's just, I don't understand how they could have elected a king like that. To-
Yes.
He wasn't even elected.
Yes, it was more hand down to him. Garina, dear, why don't you take a seat? The other cup's
Oh.
for you.
Oh, all right. I'll sit over here.
You wouldn't mind
Yes.
as she sits, would you?
No, it's perfectly fine.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Think for you, Moss.
Well, I asked about your family, and now I should give you a tidbit about mine. You're
Yes.
new to this other Pantheon stuff, aren't you?
I am indeed. Oh, it looks like our tea is here.
It is. Here you go. Your grace.
Thank you.
Here you are, Miss Marina.
Thank you.
Scrumptious. Quite
Fine
exquisite.
tea.
Oh, of course. We only have the finest tea here. Finest of anything. My bed sheets are Egyptian silk. It's like an ocean's pearl.
I can only
Smoothing
imagine how
to-
it feels.
Millennias. Yes, it's quite endearing. Anyways, you were saying, yes, I am new here to camp.
Yes, yes. I don't imagine you studied most of the other pantheons as well. Norse, Hawaiian, that such.
Well, not really. Although whatever Selma and Mary tell me is what I know.
Well, yes. My father was Thanatos.
Yes, I remember you mentioning that to me.
Yes, yes. Was Thanatos.
I'm terribly sorry, Morse.
Ah, yes. Well, it's not as if it can change now. Past is the past.
Quite indeed.
Family, though, that's always a consistent thing, and the Greeks are always close to one another. You don't happen to know what Dranis is, would you?
Dranis?
Yes.
I have no idea what that is.
Well, let me just give you a bit of a warning. His
Yes?
skin is as grey as stone. His hair a fleur of purple and pink. The man...
Sounds fabulous.
Fabulous to look at, yes. However, a rather dangerous individual.
I've dealt with dangers before.
Not like this
But go on. Oh.
I would just suggest if you were to be meeting my uncle, to watch your tone around him. Don't give him too much information. That's just
Your uncle?
Well, uncle's a bit of a stretch. More like
Well.
you know, to treat each other as brothers.
Interesting. Go on.
Yes. I could go on about Gares or any of the other primordials, but this just keeps going.
And what does that have to do with you being here?
Oh, nothing. I thought we should just talk, communicate with one another. Give you a piece of my family.
Well, of
you
course.
a bit of yours. Do you,
Yes, Moss.
do you happen to know who your father is? As another Egyptian, or pray tell, is it immortal?
I don't know who my father is, actually.
Don't know my mother either. Think father would
Seems
tell me
like we're in the same
afterwards.
boat. Mother never told me. But could care less.
It's true. Very true. Father treated me well, and I imagine your mother treated you best to see you. Well, obviously she treated you.
Well, yes, she did.
What about your servants? They look rather... No, siblings.
Yes, they are siblings. Twins, actually.
Oh, quaint.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about yourselves, you two.
We were abandoned a long time ago.
No one really wanted us, so we were on our own for a bit.
That's
Until-
rather noble of you, Kaiba. Taking up 2 orphans off the street. Or was that your mother's doing?
It was my doing.
Ah.
That had nothing to do with it.
It is why we are always grateful to His grace.
And why I'm grateful you too.
It's why we serve him with as much heart as we can.
They do everything, funny enough. Quite fascinating.
Yes. Karina's, well, not exactly the same boat. She was a gift to my father, and ever since then she's just stayed.
Yes, I like to think I'm more part of the family.
Family, there's more of you in.
No, it's just before Thanatos passed, it seemed like a little family of us. Just me,
I see.
Horus, and Thanatos.
It was pleasant. Though you don't even know about where I have been before, have you?
How about you tell me? Where have you been?
Well, my father thought that my rather interesting behavior required some correction. So,
Correction?
well, I wasn't always as easy on people. I was cast down into a little jail, if you would. My father's doing, of course. I didn't really put up a fight until I later learned out what happened.
How fascinating. Jail. You must be a bad boy then.
Well, to be fair, I didn't really regret what I did. Still don't, to some degree. What about you?
No.
What of your ventures?
Me? Well, I am soon to be Pharaoh. You already know that.
Yes.
Funny enough, not much though. I have a lot of things going on as of recently. I've been so bored over the years. That's the only reason why I accepted the invitation to Camp Oasis this year.
Yes,
I've heard rumors of interesting things in the past. It's just I dabbled into it.
Same as well. Karina, you said something about, what was it? Seductive, what again?
I heard whispers of some person or thing called Seductive Rose. I'm not sure
Seductive Rose.
Yes.
Let's see. Selma, Miri, do you know anything about a seductive rose?
exactly.
Yes. As far as we've been able to gather, it's associated with one of the other demigods.
And apparently terrorized the camp. It was one of their greatest enemies. And
Yes.
then
Do you happen to know
Ah.
where it is? Or where they are? It, he, she.
they were defeated.
Oh, well, there you go. And who defeated them?
Go on.
Mary?
I believe it was the son of Anubis.
Son of Anubis.
Son
As well as other demigods, but I believe they dealt the final blow.
Sounds like a great battle. Seductive Rose. Quite
I've-
intriguing name.
I know very little myself. I've only just recently got into this thing. Ever since all this nonsense about the camp just hasn't been bothered.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course, after you.
What do you think about the artifacts you're trying to assemble together?
Stupid.
Good. So we're on the same page.
Artifacts or not, I believe the gods, regardless of what pantheon or how powerful they are just going to merely flick away their children.
Oh dear. I just threw that over there. Well, don't look at me. Go get it.
Sorry.
Impossible sometimes. Anyways, yes. I don't agree that the artifacts should be intertwined together in one place.
No, too many magics, both contrasting. Many contrasting. It's a recipe for disaster. It only brings about doom if somebody ever hears about that plan other than the people who were there.
Right, indeed.
Would you like some
Say.
meat, if you don't mind?
Oh, yes.
Karina,
Something to eat?
Yes.
why
Oh.
don't you show these two how to cook properly?
Well, I'm sure Mary and Selma could definitely cook something up as well.
Well, of course, Your
Yes.
Grace.
Well, then work together then. Isn't that what Mitchell wanted? A peaceful thing between us?
Quite indeed. Selma, Mary, show Karina the kitchen, please.
Is there anything in particular you both would like?
Surprise us.
Understood.
I love surprises.
Your Grace
Follow us,
and
lady.
Moss.
Of course.
I'll ask Karina.
Oh, no
Is
matter
everything
what
okay, Moss?
happens. Yes, I'm just thinking about this entire artifact ordeal now. All of it. You know, it doesn't matter if you're a god or a mortal. You always have to deal with politics nowadays, don't you?
Politics. Yes.
Quite boring
It's
now.
intriguing that.
Artifacts, though. Do you plan to give any yourself, or do you want to hold on to them?
No, I would never give any.
Well, be sure to hold on to whatever artifacts you do have. Because I imagine there might be some people who disagree with your opinion.
Well, you're not alone. Ashara feels the same way. And I'm sure others do too.
Yes, yes. However, there's always going to be that one outlier. One who always takes it too far or does something God forbids.
Yes. Unfortunately.
And I'm sorry if this seems rather sudden, Kaiba. The whole visit and
No,
all
no,
that.
of course not, Moss. It's totally fine. No. You're perfectly fine.
Yes, I was only meaning to ask if you'd known anything about these people who were my father, but seeing as you've only been here for so long, I can only guess not.
No, but I can certainly find out.
Don't worry your little head about it. I'm quite certain a man of your qualities is rather busy with ruling a part of Egypt.
Well, yes, but I can do it for, a friend.
I'd accept your offer.
Oh, thank you.
Would you like anything in repayment for that?
Oh, just your friendship, of course, is fine.
Hmm.
Of course, if you want to be friends, I wouldn't,
It's up
want
to
to
you,
force you to.
Kaiba.
Oh, well, shall we be friends?
Yes, I believe we shall. I wonder how that little meal... speaking of which...
Oh, right.
And we've prepared a pecking duck for both.
Quite intriguing. Well, bon appetit, as they say.
Quite delicious.
Oh,
Who
so
made it?
exquisite.
It was a collaboration.
As you requested.
Delicious indeed.
Imagine if we lived all under the same roof. Imagine what we could do.
There always is the opportunity. Though I shan't really leave my father's castle.
You can't leave your father's castle.
No, I can. I'd just rather not. That place has been my home for my entire life.
How about you stay here for the night?
I'd love to, Kaiba, but I have many important duties myself to attend to. Many people
Of course.
to check off a list.
And Your Grace, you also have some duties you have yet to.
Yes, I know.
Actually, let me rephrase that. Which bed would you like me to sleep in?
Well, I would
seem
say the guest
flustered.
room. No, of course not. Well, I would say one of the guest rooms are being occupied by my sibling, Sally.
I see. Well,
You
very
are a
nice.
guest, so I could give you my bed.
No, Kaiba. I
Of
shouldn't.
course, it wouldn't be anything.
Well, we might as well share then.
If you don't mind. I don't mind.
I believe we'll be staying here the night, Karina.
Oh, wonderful.
Mary, Selma, set up a bed for Karina in the 7th quarters, please.
Yes, you.
Yes, Your Grace.
You'll be comfortable there.
Oh, thank you.
If it's not, feel free to head home. You know the spell.
Of course.
Please do show me around your little palace here.
Yes, come.
I'm not certain whether this is a pyramid or not. I've seen pyramids before.
Oh, it's a pyramid, all right.
Yes, but the architecture seems a bit different.
Well, I am different.
Well, that is very true. Quite a lovely little place.
You like it?
Yes.
Here's my living room, living quarters.
At least this artwork's rather pleasant. I always appreciate
from my
different
stories.
cultures.
Yes, it's magnificent what people can do with art.
Yes, and I'm assuming these are more modern takes of you.
Yes, each one is uniquely designed, different. Sabemos.
Of course.
And this is my bedroom, where I slumber.
You have a very perfect view of the moon. And
Right,
of
indeed.
the sands.
Yes. Quite beautiful at night.
Quite a perfect little place.
It is. It's paradise. Are you alright, Moss?
Yes, my home never really had the stars. It's always pleasant to look at.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
So peaceful.
Purgatory always had its ups and downs. Lack of a sky was one.
Yes. You're more than welcome to stay any time you would like to see the stars.
Ah, yes, I believe you, Kaiba, but I'd rather not intrude on you too much.
Oh, no, you wouldn't be intruding at all.
It's just a little barren here. Did you just move in?
Yeah, so I was thinking about remodeling some things, so
Ah,
I want to add some new paintings here. But just don't know quite what to add yet.
how about I give you one of my Greek ones? Please me.
Give me...
Father had far too many paintings back at his palace.
You would gift me a Greek painting?
Yes, it's nothing of too consequential. Again, father had far too many. I loved the man,
Oh,
but he
well.
always loved the arts. Rather too much sometimes.
I'd love that if you wouldn't mind.
Yes, of course, I can see it. I can see one plastered right here now.
Oh, okay.
I believe I'll have Karina or Nos deliver it to you.
It sounds exquisite. Thank you. You're very kind.
Of course. I believe I'm kind to those who are deserving of it.
Well, yes. We all deserve a little something special.
That's indeed. Now, would you like to head to sleep?
Anything you'd like to do is fine.
This is your palace. I'll obey your orders for now.
How about we sit on the couch before we go to bed?
Ah, very well, very well. Have it your way.
Yes, let's do that. Oh, your hand is
Yes.
quite
yes.
soft.
They are quite soft. I guess that's one of the perks of being a god. The body never really ages in such a way.
Well, you do look very, very young.
Well,
For whatever age you are.
well, body of... What was it again my father said? 25? I think it paused at that moment. It's been aging since.
Oh, so I'm much older than you. How quaint.
Still.
Well, you
fun.
definitely have a more seductive side than me.
I can show you more than that side.
Of course.
Steve, 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 Steve.
What are you doing?
I am chanting Steve. Steve is back.
Okay, we don't have to yell. I'm glad, but can you stop yelling?
Steve, 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 Steve,
Much better.
Steve, 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 Steve,
Getting loud again.
Steve.
Getting loud.
But I brought back Steve.
I know you did. I'm glad you did.
I increased the size of our little cabin.
Yeah, it's kind of cold in here still.
You're cold.
Mm-hmm. Thanks. We should probably get more of the, though, like an actual fire going.
Okay, okay, okay.
I'm not right now. You don't. Okay. You don't. Please don't surround me on fire. Please don't do that.
I'm making sure you are nice and warm.
Xiphos, but I won't be able to get up.
What do you mean?
I'll step on it and hurt myself.
No, you won't. You're agile, like a cat.
Okay, because my name is Cat doesn't mean I am agile. Like when I will actually hurt myself.
Have you lied to me about your name?
Hey, you know what? Can you just move one out of the way?
Okay.
There we go. Good job.
Yay! I did something nice.
You did. Good job.
Where'd I get this extra one from?
I don't know.
Take. I made more toys.
Yeah, you did.
Lots more Toys! Toys!
Do you want to show me?
No.
No?
I'm disappointed with them.
You won't want to spoil it?
Just
Okay.
come.
Come. Where? What are we doing?
I am tired. I have
Okay,
Steve.
but I'm still hungry. Do you want to go to sleep first, then I'll join you, or? Okay. I don't want to deal with you crying.
Yay. See?
Yeah.
Steve is nice. And
Yeah.
comfy. And
We should
soft.
probably get more blankets or something. Put around to make
What?
it softer in here. You know what blankets are?
What's a blanket?
A blanket is this big piece of soft fabric that you put on you when you sleep. Keep you warm.
What witchcraft do you speak of?
I'll find us a blanket tomorrow then.
Yay! More blankets. Now I'm tired.
Yeah.
Sleep with me.
Okay.
Steve.
Stop chanting. I'm trying to sleep.
No, dear. What
the hell is these things?
oh, Moss is up.
You alright, Kaiba?
Hi, Moss. Good morning. Oh, got your things up already.
Yes, I was just trying to find my...
Mwah.
I was trying to find my little golden bands. I believe I just threw them off.
Yes.
It was a rather fun night, wouldn't you say?
Yes, it was. I love our conversations. And, when you kissed me.
As did I.
Can I give you another kiss?
Of course. I believe we have guests.
Oh, hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good
I
morning.
just wanted to
Grace.
get you for breakfast.
It has been prepared.
It is time for a bit of supper, isn't it?
Yes. Shall we?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
After you.
Oh, wait, before we... Oh, thank you. All right, what have you prepared this morning?
Pancakes and bacon and eggs.
Pancakes, bacon and eggs.
Yes. It's something from the mortal realm. It's actually rather delicious.
I've had bacon before. Eggs, on the other hand, try to stay away from.
Yes, eggs seems more of a poor man's thing, but if cooked properly, especially with Karina's cooking, they're made exquisitely.
Intriguing.
I believe your servants need to learn to clean up.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Mary?
Don't worry about it. After all, it's hard to keep clean with this entire place, I imagine.
Yeah, it is. You'll have to come to one of my clean this up from last night.
I apologize greatly.
Anyways, you'll have to come to one of my parties sometime.
Oh, that I do believe I will. I'll see what this place really can do. I can picture a lot
you
of
should
parties
see
being
it.
held here.
That's why it's so empty. It leaves me room to evaluate and put things where they shouldn't. And one time we had a huge garden and waterfall feature. It was exquisite.
That does sound rather lovely.
Yes.
We have your meal
Oh.
ready.
Ah, yes. Please, allow us to eat. Karina, I think these are your best eggs yet.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Of course.
Wow, that has
Karina's
just-
very skilled with spices.
quite a
will admit.
spice. Yes.
Yes, she did learn from my father. He'd always loved cooking himself.
Here, Selma, add this to the menu. So delicious.
At once, Your Grace.
Feel free to
And
give him the
blueberry
recipe.
pancakes.
Of course, I will.
Oh my gosh, they taste exquisite.
Hmm.
Just plucked from the garden. Oh,
Only the best, Your Grace.
I can't help but
Yes.
always swallow this food. You've always been such a good cook, Karina.
Oh, yes.
Shame I never picked up on my father's cooking, though.
Cooking, yes. Something I do quite. It's fun, though.
It's fun,
You'll have-
yes.
Maybe I could come to your palace and we could cook together. Or something silly like that.
Would be fun. Only problem is that when you do get there, just letting you know, it is rather sight. It might be a bit too much for you.
Oh, too much? You've been the sight this evening, and well, yesterday evening and this morning, so it doesn't bother me.
Thank you.
Yes.
What time is it now, though? Karina?
Oh, it's morning time.
It's not too early. I didn't want to wake you earlier, so it's around 9.
How goes that list, by the way?
I haven't been able to really look at it last night, but I will look into it more today.
Good. And when we get back to the castle, can you make sure that Norse didn't burn down the damn thing?
Of course. I will check.
Thank
Burn
you.
down. Oh my.
Yes, from the way Karina explains it, this new servant may or may not be as bad of a cook as I am.
Quite intriguing.
Am I missing anything else, by the way? Anything of importance that happened here recently, a couple of years ago?
I don't know.
I wasn't talking to you, Karina. It's all right. You too.
Okay.
Yes.
Please tell me, am I missing something?
What is it that you know?
Oh, no. I'm not about to the world in general. I mean, am I missing something between what's happening here?
I believe recently Prince Mitchell had a speech of the people of Atlantic.
Plain dumb, I see.
From what I gathered,
Oh, well.
did not go well in his favor.
Oh. Well, that's not surprising.
Oh. And perhaps if we were to visit each other again, Kaiba, and if it were at my
Yes?
little kingdom, I don't think it should be anytime soon right now. I'll be having some guests soon.
Oh, I understand.
Oh, please, Kaiba. It was a lovely night. It's just that these people are interesting individuals.
Are you saying I'm not an interesting individual?
More like a different spectrum of interesting. These ones, we'll be inviting to my little castle. Well,
I see.
yes.
No worries, and another time then.
Of
when you're
course.
free.
And when you do come, just again, be aware. The void feels like it stares back at you sometimes.
Oh, well, that won't bother me. Maybe Karina can give Miri and Selma the details of your location?
That's a bit harder to explain.
Harder?
It's not really a place where many people can just walk to.
Oh. Interesting.
It's the realm between life and death. It's not Tartarus, but it's something in between. Wasn't Father's first pick, but he learned to live with it.
I see.
If you do want to come, however, simply find a candle and whisper into it that Kaiba wishes to visit.
A candle?
Yes, it's one of Norse's
Sounds easy enough.
abilities.
Well, you must be very busy. I don't want to keep you as well.
Yes, I will be very busy in the next coming days or week. Karina, do we have anything on the menu for that little party?
I have ideas I'd need to show you when we return back home.
Ah,
Party.
well, party, invitation, guest, same thing. Again, interesting individuals. Though I would love to come to a soiree if you do throw one here.
Of course. You'd be my guest of honor.
I'll take your word for it. Come on,
Yes.
Karina. I believe we have left home a little too long.
Yes, we should go home.
Yes. It was a pleasure, Kaiba,
It was magnificent having you here.
and I can't wait for next time.
Me as well. Ah.
Good to be home.
Yes, very good to be home.
You seem rather distraught. Something
I
the
really
matter?
didn't really sleep a lot last night.
Why is that?
Well, after
I don't
you
think me
and...
and Kaiba were that loud.
No, I mean, there was a little bit of sound, but nothing too loud.
Yes, so what is it then?
Well, after you and Kaiba went back to his room, those two servants, they showed me the servants' quarters, but they seemed rather, tense. And then, one of them, I believe the male, I heard him destroy things. So, it was just uncomfortable.
Wow, that's rather hilarious now that I think about it. It's so
You find a lot
obvious
of
though,
things
isn't
funny.
it?
Oh yes, it was quite obvious.
The little crush they have on Kaiba. Ah, it was a nice little night, but I doubt I'll be doing it again. Who knows?
Did you have fun?
Of course I had fun. It was a rather pleasant evening. Kaiba, though, couldn't give a damn about what he had to say. The man just kept talking my ear off.
I apologize.
All that.
Oh, did he say he loved you?
No, not particularly. I mean, it was just a quick little thing.
I know, it's just... I remember you've told me those experiences before.
yes, I know. Did have a good house.
Yes, you do keep drawing attention to that.
Well, it's rather true. Though, could you do me a favor? Before we look into that list of candidates, find a little picture for Kaiba to have. No, none here, of course. These were Father's favorites. I believe there's some underneath his bed somewhere.
Yes, he has tons under his bed.
Yes.
With your permission, I'll go look through it.
Yes, of course. Go ahead. That man had too many paintings to count anyways.
Would you like me to do it now or later? We can work together now on the list, if you'd like, or preparations.
I don't entirely know, Karina.
Is there something on your mind?
The whole parent conversation I had with Kaiba. Karina, do you know who my mother is?
That was something Thanatos never told me.
He told me once that after my sentencing he'd tell me.
I remember he was nervous to tell you.
I just don't know why.
I don't either.
Perhaps it was just a one-time thing as well. And then he just got stuck with it.
Doesn't seem like your father, though.
No, it does not. You don't happen to suppose he kept it in a journal or something, would you?
I wouldn't know, but we can go look through his journals if you'd like.
Yes. I'd rather not. It was his personal. It was his private stuff.
Of course. Yes, we won't touch it then.
The paintings, though, can go. He was always a hoarder of that.
Yes, he did appreciate the art.
Yeah. Come then, Karina. Let's find a little painting or something. For Kaiba,
All right.
of course.
Of course.